Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Fat Girl from 2001. It's directed by Catherine Breillat and stars Anais Rebu and Roxanne Mesquita. Well, remember when I said that there was a time I had the high-flying idea that I would own the entire Criterion collection? Well, at that time I would just buy one when I found it out in the wild, whether I had seen it or not. And that is the story of how this ended up in my collection. And even at that time, I had reservations about buying a movie called Fat Girl. It seemed weird, and that was before I found out it was a French film, which I think would have kept me from buying it altogether. But the way I saw it back then was that since I was going to own the whole Criterion collection anyway, I was going to own it eventually, so I may as well do now while it's on sale at Borders. That Borders no longer exists in the city I live in, which is a bummer because I really like going there. But we still have a Barnes & Noble, which is kind of like the same thing, except ours doesn't have a DVD section. Anyway, Fat Girl. It's about two adolescent sisters discovering their sexuality during a vacation away from home. One sister has conventional beauty, while the other does not have that to fall back on. The bulk of the story takes place as we watch the budding relationship between a college junior and a junior in high school. I know, creepy. It gets worse as a lot of that budding relationship is him pressuring her into sexual activities. The sister acts sort of as a proxy for the audience, as she always seems to be there during these moments in the relationship because they share the same bedroom while on this vacation. This movie took me twice to watch because I tried watching it too early in the morning and I fell asleep, waking up with the last shot of the film. A still frame for which I had no context for, and when I went back and watched it the second time, I gotta say that the ending of the film, which somewhat spoiler alert, swerves the film so far that it ends up in another genre entirely for the last 6 minutes of its runtime, is certainly thought-provoking, if not truly shocking, when you consider the last line spoken in the film with a freeze frame on the younger sister. I do gotta harp on this ending for a little bit because it is so unexpected, but strangely is also welcomed as it kinda takes the actions of the whole film and puts them into perspective. Let me just say that if you've gotten through a movie with full frontal female and male nudity, frank sexuality, only to be assaulted by the last 6 minutes, you're going to definitely chalk this up to being an experience for sure. But it's a good film overall, which is why I'm going to give Fat Girl a B+, and move on tomorrow to something much cheerier, the 1991 film Father of the Bride. Yay. See y'all then.